So for today's Ireland's Homes, Interiors and Living magazine podcast episode, we joined Tracy McAllister here at BTS Concept Store. Tracy, thank you for having us at the shop today. We're here in Portrush. It's such a beautiful location.
Thank you.
On Ireland's windswept north coast.
Thank you for having me, firstly. Yes, Portrush is home to me. And as you know, BTS has been going since 2014. And last year we made the move to finally be beside the sea in Portrush, as BTS stands for Beside the Sea.
So you founded the store back in what year?
We launched the store 2014, originally online, and basically after 3 months I got a little bit bored just being at home. I love people. I had worked in communications prior to that. So I decided to open a pop-up in October of 2014 for 3 months, and here we are 11 years later.
What a period of growth and a period of change, and what an amount of learning about retail.
Oh my goodness, an amazing amount of learning, having had no retail experience in the past.
It is so inspiring.
Very much so.
I mean, and I guess here in the store, we're on the main street here in Portrush. No 2 days must ever look the same. I guess there must be such footfall. It must be incredibly interesting.
Gosh, yes, Portrush is definitely one thing the past year has taught us, that it is different. Obviously we have the hecticness of the summer in Portrush, we have the heavy footfall, we've experienced that last year. It was quite a shock to the system.
Your first year being in
town, and hopefully what we've done here on the main street is to complement and add to the existing businesses that are here.
It's lovely that as an independent store, that sort of sense of community in small towns around Ireland, how we're seeing this happen a lot, I think.
Portrush, there's such a sense of community here, very, very welcome, and it's the one thing that I've loved. Just even with the coffee shops and the other businesses, everyone pops in, everyone stops for a chat. The locals will pop in, someone might bring you a cup of coffee. It's just it's lovely.
You describe online your ethos as being simple living with a Nordic twist. Can you tell us, Tracy, about what inspires you, and I guess how you would describe your own personal style?
Simple living with a Nordic twist is definitely how I started the business, was to be have things that are pretty and practical in your home. I do like quirky, as you will see as well from the store, so I do like to mix in a little bit of fun with the simplicity. It can be the simplicity of a mug, it can be the simplicity of a beautifully crafted chair. It doesn't have to be too fussy. The Nordic side of things, most of my brands are Danish and Dutch. My other half, as I say, is Dutch, and I love what they do in that part of the world in terms of how they craft. It's about form and purpose, and I think that's what BTS is about, is trying to offer unique products. We are a destination store.
And in the store today, are there pieces that you go, quietly, that's my favourite?
The funny thing is, I could live in the store, to be truthful, because my home is full of Lego and dog hair, with having a big golden retriever and a 7-year-old. So anything in here, pretty much I covet. I can't sell something I don't love myself. So the products that I choose and the products I curate to bring in are very much brands and products that I would have in my home myself.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
When I'm up here on the north coast visiting, I know that my kids love to get down into the sand dunes along the beaches. We are so lucky on the north coast of Ireland to have such amazing scenery. There's definitely an affinity, I think, between Nordic design and the colour palette, the colours that you see when you're out on the coast here in the north of Ireland. Can you tell us more about, I guess, how that has inspired?
We've always worked, and my strapline has always been simple coastal living with a Nordic twist. Working with the muted tones and textures of the coast, wood, wool, linen, stone, those types of textures. Those tones, those muted tones of sea greens, the woody feel of driftwood, the almost mustard tones of lichen on the rocks, all of those I feel that I represent within the store in one way, shape or form. Everything is inspired by the coast within the store, but maybe not in an obvious way, in a much more subtle way. where we have some items that are with names such as Pebble, with items made from seaweed. We have seaweed presses, we have jewellery, lines and current, we have Tom Pigeon. So everything has a little bit of coastal inspiration behind it. But as I say, not in that traditional sort of colourful reds and blues and scents. So I like to use more of a subtle, muted palette.
The feeling, the sense as you come into the shop is it feels quite soothing, quite organic, I think.
And we've a lot of customers that come in, especially now in Portrush, that say, "Oh gosh, it's nice to come in and just have a little bit of calm, just in the midst of sometimes the chaos of just cars, people, noise." And we try to keep that. And it was something I've always been passionate about, is that people can come in and feel like they can relax, browse under no pressure, and just take a little step back.
Finally, from you today, Tracy, for anyone who has recently moved or maybe just wants a wholesale change of their home interior, where would you begin? Mood boarding, collating ideas?
Well, I would always say to people, especially if you move into a new home or you're about to move into a new home, don't buy before you move in. Get into that space, look at the light, think about how you're going to live in that space before you start to buy the furniture, buy those large items. I would say also for most people, and we find this with a lot of people that might come to us just for advice, is it's actually to trust your gut, yourself. Believe in yourself. It's not about having a show house. It's not about
the next Instagram picture.
Having a nice Instagram picture. It's about ensuring that the pieces and the scheme is actually practical, it's going to work.
And that you can grow into it.
And that you can grow into it, and it will fit with a family, or it will fit if you're an empty nester, or if it's a small apartment, that it's actually going to be practical. Everyone's different.
Tracy, thank you so much for inviting us into your beautiful shop today. It's been really fascinating to hear about your journey into interiors. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you.